Ho, 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 ho. Sweated to the truth, nothing but the truth. Put my hands on the Bible, y'all point me to the booth. Sweated to the truth.
Yo, what's going on with it, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies? So I got a good one for you all today, and I want to know your thoughts on this because I think um this is a really good topic. This is something. It's not a right or wrong answer to. It's subjective, but I definitely want to know how what other people feel about this, and I'm gonna be reading. I'm gonna read the comments as well because I really want to know. So give me your thoughts down in the comments too. But anyway, a mother confronts a father for putting hands on her son, or him putting hands on her son after he caught her son in bed with his daughter. So I know that's a mouthful, so I'm gonna say it again. So a mother, this woman right here that you see in this video, or this, yeah, she confronted a father, that man who put hands on her son because he caught the boy, her son, in bed with his daughter. Now, I did watch the video, and and one thing that he said was that, well, he knows the rules. So it sounds as to me as if they were already in a relationship, and the father was like, well, he knows the rules. Uh, he just broke them, and so because of that, I put hands on him. But it didn't seem as if the father said that the boy could stop. The boy couldn't come back over to the house anymore. It seemed as if the father was saying, "Yo, as long as you obey these rules, you can come back. You can come back over. You can, come back over, but you got to obey these rules." Now, if I was the father, I most definitely wouldn't allow the boy to come back over there, whether I put hands on him or not. But you definitely not coming back in my house, man, because you broke the rules, and you know you disrespected me by getting in bed with my daughter. Not all in my daughter, but let's watch the video, bro.
Put your hands on my son.
Caught him in the bed with my daughter.
They don't give you a right to put your hands on my son.
He know the
No.
rules. He know the rules.
Okay, and I tell him the rules, but
They in the
when
living
it comes
room.
to my children, you do not put your hands on my child.
They don't go in the bedroom.
Understood.
They stay in the living room.
Understood. He put his hands on you, correct? Do not touch my child anymore. And I wouldn't touch your child. Don't
I didn't hit him. I didn't hit him. I roughed him up. I threw him out. He knew the rules.
It doesn't matter. You could have spoke to him. You didn't have to touch him. You didn't have to use physical force.
So did you even know who he was? Where he was?
Put your hands on my son.
All right, so first and foremost, the woman said you could have spoke to him. First and foremost, that's not necessarily my place to speak to your son. You should have already spoke to your son about being a gentleman and abiding by another man's rules in that man's house. And if you don't, you should most definitely expect consequences behind that. You know what I'm saying? For sure. No doubt. The finger waving in my face, bro. We ain't going for that. You quick to get that finger knocked down, toe slammed in your face or whatever, because you on my doorstep approaching me about what I do in my own home, woman. Come on now. The boy going to tell his mother, that's that's something within it. That's something within itself, bro. Just to keep it a buck with you, if I was the boy in that situation and that happened with me, um, I wouldn't even have told my mom because first and foremost, I wouldn't even want my mama to know that I'm doing stuff like that. Wouldn't want my father to know, because again, I wouldn't want him knowing that I'm doing stuff like that. But that would have been one of them things that I think I kind of would have just chalked to the game, just been like, well, you know what I'm saying? I did disrespect him. I did disrespect his home. I would, I I definitely defied him. So what came with that? It is what it is. I got to man up, and I gotta accept that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, uh, I gotta take it. And I think at the end of the day, that's what builds young men. Because hey, far worse could have happened. We talking about a man and his daughter here. We know men black out when it comes to their baby girl. So hey, you could have been this could have been a different situation. We talking about morgue. You know what I'm saying? So you should be thankful that the father showed grace in this. The father showed grace in this situation. Now, would it be now me being in this situation as the father, to be honest with you? I don't know if I would have put hands on the on the young man more than anybody. I'm gonna chalk that up to my daughter on anything, because I'm like, yo, baby girl, you definitely defied my rules. If anybody was gonna honor anything that I said, I would have expected it, you know what I'm saying, to be you. Now I don't know this young man, you know what I'm saying, from Adam. I allow him to come over here, whatever, because you like him or whatnot. I'm only doing this out of respect for you, not necessarily out of respect for him, but I'm doing it out of respect for you. So the least that you could do out of respect for me is, you know, honor what I say. But nonetheless, I mean, I'm not gonna sit up here and say I'm mad at the father um, for doing, for doing what he did. You just know nowadays how parents are, and they don't want to take no accountability for their children. Again, this mother waving her finger in his father's face instead of talking to her son and saying, "Well, you did break the rules. You did defy his orders." And I mean, at the end of the day, I really have no problem with a man disciplining you, because that's that's what that's what needs to happen. Where the daddy at? First and foremost, where the where where the boy's father at? If the boy's father ain't around, somebody needs to be disciplined. But I'm again, bro, cause I this one of those this one of those topics. I just want to hear other people's viewpoints on it. But I'm about to go and check out the comments and see what they have to say on the comments. Um, because again, this is very, very interesting to me. So let me zoom this in and make sure that you all could see this at least the best you can. Anyway, let me see. I think this pretty good. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the top. So it says thoughts on this, because they themselves want to know. Somebody says, um, um, and somebody asked the question, and what discipline did he do on his daughter? Because he wouldn't have been there if your daughter didn't bring him there and teach your daughters to respect their house and their bodies, and you would not have this issue. So, most definitely, I myself, you asked me, bro, I would have put hands on everybody. That's honestly, I probably would have refrained from the young man, if I'm being honest. But my daughter, off for show. Man, you from the box, baby. You better know that. You finna catch all these hands. This person says the fact that he went and told his mommy speaks volumes for the of men type of man he's going to eventually become. And that had got 1,066 likes. A lot of people definitely um, resonate with that. Like I said, the fact that he went to go and tell his mother says a lot about his character. I bet I can imagine him with no more. Uh, Ariana Daddy, Ariana Daddy hit me. I don't know the girl name, but but yeah, I bet she was like, Mr. Otis put his hands on you. For what? And then he had to tell the truth. Oh, oh, because I was in bed. He caught us in bed together. You know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that. Hold on, bro. Dang, okay, there we go. Let me zoom back in. Man said, man, look, if my son did some stuff like that and the father did not put the pause on him, I look at the dad a little sus. These single moms be doing everything besides raising men that they actually date. And they got 1,155 likes on that, bro. And so a lot of people definitely agree with that. You know, fathers, they definitely agree with that. Somebody said this is tough to watch. We have to hold our young men accountable. It's okay. We can't defend their every action. If your son is in my house with my daughter, expect it to be rules and consequences for breaking those rules. If your son isn't okay with that, he don't need to be in my house with my daughter anyway. Respect is the minimum. Uh, Somebody else said that's why she's single. They're talking about the mother because she's acting like the daddy in that situation. Somebody else said, where is this young man's father? Great question. Great question. Somebody else said, I'm with the dad. Sorry. Somebody else said, you are lucky that the child is alive. Somebody else said, girl, he could have called the police. Now I don't know if he could necessarily call the police. Um, but the police could have been called if some some more stuff had got done to the son. What another father might have done. Somebody else says, listen, your son was in that man's house, his rules. Somebody else said all that finger wagging would have got that door slammed in her face quickly. I'm telling you, bro, straight up, for real. Somebody else said now he getting yanked up and thrown out the same way if he's caught with my daughter. I'm with the dad 1,000%. Somebody else said he lucky he ain't get thrown out the window, mom. Sit down. Well, these folks in these comments be something else, bro. These are the last two. Somebody else said the father. Hold on, let me scroll out. Now scroll back in. There we go. The father, right? Cause like respect my house and how you get caught doing BS and go get your mom's. Now that's real. That's real. That's real talk right there. That's real talk. I allowed you in my house out of respect for my daughter, and you disrespected. You disrespected the home. Then you go and tell your mom as if you ain't do nothing wrong. You got to learn how to take accountability, young man, and that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to teach you. Especially if you want to be with my daughter for future reference. I want you to be accountable. I want you to take responsibility. I want you to learn from your actions because you got to lead my daughter. And so I want my daughter to be with a man that can lead properly. And you know what I'm saying. That's the only way she's going to be happy, and that's what that's what every parent wants for their child. Last comment says this why women can't raise a man. This woman don't even know she is handicapping her son. He broke the rules in real life. The police gonna put if he breaks the rules in real life, police gonna put hands on her son. Well said, well spoken. So yeah, man, it seems like a lot of people are most definitely in agreement with the father as well. Um, because I mean, he didn't kill the boy. He didn't punch him. He just roughed him up. He just, grabbed him, gave him threw him around a little bit. I mean, I can't disagree with that. But like I said, he wouldn't have been the only one. Me and baby girl would have most definitely went at it too, because you the one out of anybody that I expect to respect my home. You know, you live here. I got to see you every day, and so if you can't respect it, then I can't expect whoever you bring over to respect it because they are following you. You know what I'm saying? But man, let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace, love. I'm out.